Hey guys, how are y'all? So we are live, and I have a stink bug crawling across the screen. I tell you what, Southern living is just not even funny. Sorry, there literally is a stink bug crawling across the computer. I had the doors open so the cats could go in and out, and the dog could go out, and one of these little critters found its way in. Let's see. Of course, it don't want to come off. Yep, there he went. And he's back on the computer. Oh, well. Gotta love them. Anyhow, so we're live. Mark is on his way home. So y'all get me for about 15, 30 minutes. He is in Talladega, so it's really going to be more like 30 minutes till he gets here. So let's see. Yeah, that's right. You're hey Sharon, you will have to watch the replay. We're kind of late. Hey Mr. Gary. Hey Val. Let's see if I can read some of these. Wild Bill. Hey there. Jean Hudson. Hey. Blackie. Morris Akers. Hey Kathy. Larry Berland. Miss Bobby, how are you tonight? Maureen, how are you? Missed you at lunch today, but I understand. Jesse Underwood, how are you? Diane, how are you, Miss Diane? Murray, Mark Creel. Mark's much better at reading these. Michigan Sandman, how are you tonight? Hey, Jeff Milkman. Man, y'all been chatting. Mr. Burton, how are you tonight? And there goes Sister after the cat. Old Line Kryptons, Brian Lagarde, how are y'all tonight? Hey, Wendell. Hope you've had a good time camping. Miss CD, Wind Clan, how are y'all? Mark can read these so much faster than I can. Hey, dog. Hey, Michelle. If I have missed someone, I'm sorry. Mr. Jean, how are you tonight? Hey, Paula. Miss Lisa. Oh, I might have reached the end. An in and outdoor man. How are y'all tonight? And Jody, hey, good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. How's that new place you got? All right, so what am I doing tonight? Well, I've made myself a cup of hot tea. I am starting that blood pressure journey. How many of y'all have that journey? Yeah, I am officially starting it. So we have reached consistently like 150 over 90 or above. And so I am now officially trying my darndest to get that stuff down. So what I have that I'm trying at the moment is this. It's a blend for blood pressure from a company called the Loose Leaf Tea. And it has lemongrass, ginger, ginkgo, hibiscus, and hawthorn berry. I knew hawthorn berry and ginger were both good for blood pressure. Some of that may be for taste, but I'm not sure about hibiscus, if it's good for blood pressure or not. Maybe it is. So, yeah, that was long ago. Yeah. I blame feeding a goat right now and no sleep and constantly running and, all that good stuff. I also blame eating out all the time. So, it's like I told my doctor, for me, blood pressure and diabetes, they're not ifs, they're wins. Hey, Indiana Cryptid, they are going to be wins because every member of my family on both sides has it. So here we are. I'm starting. It is a high antioxidant. All right, so what do I have for y'all tonight? We have plants. So what we have is henbit and purple dead nettle. Both of these grow, pretty much just like this. Everywhere you look right now, you have purple dead nettle and henbit. Everywhere. We also have ranunculus. So let me see if I can tell you the gist of what all these do. Nope, cannot. So ranunculus, this is called creeping buttercup. And a lot of you see this and you immediately want to eradicate it. It's not a bad thing. Hold on. It is good for skin ailments, pain relief, and respiratory issues. They can, however, cause blistering and gastrointestinal distress for some people. So you kind of need to know your allergies for this one. It can be used for respiratory and infections. Also has been used to the roots boiled to treat snake bites. A lot of good rheumatism is another one that the crushed leaves and flowers applied. It'll help treat that. So yeah, another one that has a lot of good uses, but you do have to be careful and cautious with it, depending on your allergies and your tolerance of things. All right, henbit. We do this all the time. Henbit is another one, treating rheumatism, reducing fevers, easing joint pain and stiffness. It's a mild anti-inflammatory. It's a digestive aid and a diuretic. So if you hold fluids, henbit is the one that you need to take. If you have digestive problems, that's a good reason to take it also. So let's see. Respiratory and fever support, skin care by using the crushed leaves as a poultice to treat minor cuts, scrapes, and burns and bee stings. Another one is plantain. That's good for that. You can use it as a tea, as a poultice, or as a tincture or salve. Sorry. My brain is just not working as well today. And then let me pull up the other one. I think dead nettle and henbit are about the same. Nope. So purple dead nettle, let me show that one again. This one is the purple dead nettle. Notice it does have a purple bloom too. I did not get very good varieties of it. Okay, so that is the dead nettle. It helps treat seasonal allergies. So if you have seasonal allergies this time of year, you can actually make teas of that and build up your tolerance to it a little bit. Natural antihistamine due to its high quercetin content, reducing allergy symptoms when consumed as a tea. It's wound care. It functions as a styptic, meaning it helps stop bleeding. Apply it as a poultice onto a cut and stuff. Anti-inflammatory, helps soothe skin irritations, and may reduce joint pain and arthritis symptoms. You can use it as a tea, 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh dried flower in hot water. You can crush the leaves and put them directly on minor cuts and bites, or you can infuse it into, oil for salves and alcohol for tinctures. So there you go. There's your plants of the week. Pretty much right now, all of these plants that are up and outside at the moment are medicinal in some way. So just, go outside with your cell phone and a good plant ID. I do not use any of the apps that most people use. If I don't know what something is, I'm going to use the Google reverse image search. And what it does is it pulls up all the sources that it sees that image. And then you have to choose which one is the correct one. Most of the time, it'll tell you the source. And if it's a university or something like that, then that's a pretty accurate ID for it. So, and if you see the same ID in 50 different websites, it's another way to kind of know that it's a good one. If it's got lookalikes, it's usually pretty accurate in telling you that there are lookalikes for it. You'll notice that there are different names for it and stuff. So, hey, Carmen. Yeah, I don't have a bad wrist like yours. We'll pray for that. I fell yesterday and landed on my wrist, and it's hurting a little bit myself tonight. But we'll definitely keep that in prayer. I know you're already on the list, so yeah. All right. Let's see. Steaks tonight. Let's see that. Did I miss anything? Boone County Cryptids. Y'all, Mark will be home soon. He can carry the show. Mr. Leonard. Carl's. I did not hurt myself too bad. I just aggravated an old injury. That's all I did. I aggravated an old injury. Yeah, how it is when you land on your hands. So as I was showing Stacy and them today, that's as far as my wrist will bend now. I cannot do a push-up anymore or anything like that. If I do a push-up, I have to do it like that and keep my wrist straight. So yeah, I want a steak too myself now. Hey, Katie G. All right, so let's talk about books. I went to Five Below, and I have not read both of these yet, but I was kind of surprised. Living by the Moon, the complete guide to living by the moon. I have not read this. I hope it's as interesting as I want it to be, but I have a feeling it's, looking at it a little deeper now, it may not be what I was hoping for. I was hoping it was more like moon phases and stuff like that, but it may not be. However, Five Below also had this. So, Herbal Medicine, Natural Remedies by Ann Kennedy. 75 herbal remedies to heal common ailments. Now, what I did like about this is it's got chapters. It's talks about some of the things you need to keep in your pantry and stuff like that. And then it's broke down into what you're treating. Like, for instance, abscesses, acne, allergies, asthma. It gives you a good treatment for all of these. Chicken pox is in here. Comfrey licorice bath, it says. Nothing cures it, but the herbal remedies will help ease the discomfort. So let's see, chapped lips, aloe calendula balm. So it tells you a lot of good things to look at. Bronchitis, rosemary licorice root vapor treatment. Help get that stuff out of there and open up those lungs. What is not in here? Blood pressure. Conjunctivitis is in here, cough, dandruff, gingivitis, headache is in here, mental focus, mental wellness, nausea, poison ivy, oily skin. I mean, there's a lot of different things in here, tendonitis, UTIs, all that stuff. And then chapter 3 is about the herbs themselves. It breaks it down herb by herb and tells you a little bit about them, gives you a little picture of them, how to identify it, where they're found growing and stuff like that, what parts is used. So this is another little good book. And again, I found it at $5 below. So what does that mean? It was $5. Yep. So pretty cool. The things that you can find at these stores. Ice cream helps with moonburn. Yeah. Garlic for blood pressure. I love garlic. I have garlic in just about everything. So ice cream, yeah, the ice cream will help with anything. Hey, Robin. All right, so what is going on out in y'all's world today? You know, we had storm damage. We are not true YouTubers, guys. If we were, at 6 o'clock in the morning when I got up to go feed a goat and discovered the chicken coop in the front of the neighbor's house, or discovered a tree down, you know, I would have been out there with a camera. I was not. It was a little warm today. So we're not true YouTubers, but we did have some damage. Oh, yeah, you found one you like. Glad to hear that, Jeff. So we have a tree down on the side of the house over here. It's got a few limbs left hung up in the tree. So it's kind of a widowmaker kind of situation right now. Probably gonna have to get somebody to come get those limbs down or something. They're pretty big limbs stuck up in that tree, but the tree is down. The tree is off the fence. The fence is kind of cleared up. Yeah, we have the same thing. How's the garden prep going? The garden prep is not going because my greenhouse got crushed. Yeah. That brand new greenhouse I just got up and got put together. I had just started putting all the pots and stuff in there. And this year this past weekend or Sunday night into Monday morning, twisted that frame up and flipped it over and blew everything everywhere. And it was, yeah. Yeah, we did. We lost Chuck Norris last night. Yeah. We were out there with Mark's kids in the snow Monday, bringing plants in, cleaning up stuff. Had to rebuild a turkey pen in the snow and rain. Spent yesterday fixing some of the damage to everything else that wasn't horrible damage, but like I got bamboo that's holding up netting on doors for the chickens and stuff. And I had to go through and replace that, put a few tie wraps on stuff. And we just went coop to coop and got them all rearranged and fixed. Wind tried to flatten them because they weren't being lifted up. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to grow this year. I had plans. Those plans involve my greenhouse. And so now we are looking again to see what a better option is on greenhouses. And those suckers are not cheap. And with the way the other greenhouse had a limb come through it, we had to move the greenhouse. Now it is over on the other side of the house, and it seems to be like a wind magnet over there. Yeah, I know. Snow. Yeah, that was something. Oh, I'm glad your tomatoes are looking good. I'm glad I didn't have none planted. I was fixing to start cuttings of blueberries and cuttings of lavender and the rosemary and all that sort of stuff. We got our potatoes planted. We've got some lettuce planted. We've got definitely let me know. Let me know, Greg. Talk to Mark. Hey, Carl. By the way, hey, Greg. Hey, Stacy. I don't know if I said that or not. So yeah, my plans for this year was coming out and starting herbs and stuff like that and getting plants ready to sell. And well, I'll let you know, Ken. Right now we've got a ton of work. So this may be another break year, as bad as I hate it. But let me know if some of them do good. We might purchase some from you. Because I always seem to plant peppers and tomatoes regardless, even though I say I'm not going to. Gotta have bell peppers, though. Bell peppers go in everything. I didn't plant any garlic this year. We've got asparagus planted. I have not seen any of it coming up yet. We've got the blueberries. We've got the blackberries, the fruit trees. Oh my gosh, the fruit trees all got bit with that snow. They were all in nice, glorious bloom, of course. We just have to wait and see if they actually are going to produce any fruit or not, or if it killed it. The fig trees, they all look bad. I'm hoping they put out new ones, new leaves and stuff. But right now they look kind of rough. So I kind of want the existing limbs. We do have we have 5 pawpaw trees actually, and they had blooms on them as well. Don't know what they're going to do. Everything may have got bit pretty good this year with that hot snap that we had that caused everything to bloom out and go looking beautiful and producing, and then the cold freeze on top of it. That cold freeze is what's going to cause the fruit to not develop. We just have to see what happens. So, did I miss somebody else coming in? Oh, I did. Hey, Wendy. I tell you what, I could not live where Miss Jean lives. Miss Jean has snow just piled up everywhere. I could not do it. I have thoroughly enjoyed the sun being out down here. Hey, Dee. Yep. It did it in a lot of places. It got beautiful and then freeze. That's why we always tell people not to plant their gardens until they know that last frost date. So, and we had thunder in February. That same date in April, we'll have snow, they say, or frost. Good Lord, another 1.5 feet. Sunday and Monday, you got 5 more feet. Oh my Lord. Jean, you need to move south. Come on to our place, Miss Jean. Whew. Yep. I don't own a snowblower. I won't live where I need a snowblower. If the Lord decides to give us a blizzard of 93 again, or snowmageddon of, what was that, 17, 15, I just have to suck it up and deal with it. But other than that, that's the only snow that we really get. So, the bugs and snakes, that is a big deterrent. I will take the bugs and snakes over frostbite any day, though. Yep. Any day. I was talking to a guy that lives in Australia earlier today, and one of the guys at work, his sister dates one of the guys at work. So the guy moved to Australia, and he's been there for the past year or so. And I was asking him, is it really as bad as they make it seem in all the YouTube videos where you can't step outside during spider season and all that? Hey, Brenda. He said it's not that bad. Like, he lives in Melbourne. So I said, yeah, we have another person that lives over that way, River Morris. He said, why does that name sound familiar? I said, I don't know. But he lives over there too. So, hey, Miss Cynthia. No, Carl, do not pray for that much snow for me. No, 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 no. Just no, 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 no. And Miss Lisa, you may be correct. I mean, we know how it is. Yep, yep. We've had mosquitoes for, I was sitting out with the babies right after they were born. So middle of February, the mosquitoes were already out. The beetles are already out. We can't stand on the back porch at night with the light on. You get covered up with the beetles and everything. Last weekend, a blizzard. Oh my gosh. And high of 75. Yep, yep, yep. This weather is just crazy. And they wonder why everybody is sick. Hey, Mr. Rex. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't have much to talk about. I'm just waiting on Mark to pull in the driveway. I think we've noticed the flies are out, the wasps are out. Of course, the bees are out. I saw a tip the other day that said if you take a paper bag, wad it up, or kind of blow it up and cinch the top and attach it to a porch somewhere, looks like a hornet nest, and the bees will go away. I'm about to try that. Hey, I'm good about talking about Mark. Well, I work at a car dealership. They said, it's about time for you to buy a car. I said, no, it ain't. I said, y'all know my husband. If he wants the car value to be here and pay here. I said, so we will not be buying no cars or trucks. I said, we're car and truck poor at our house. I said, but I guarantee you, if somebody trades a tractor in again, Mark will be here to buy that. He'd trade me in on that. Hey, Mr. Patrick. Just so you know, there's sister in the messy kitchen. That's actually the coffee rack. Didn't realize it looked so bad. But from that angle, it really did, didn't it? Yeah, I can't say nothing. I like all them old tractors too. The cat may be outside. And I think I hear Mark coming in. Is a cat coming in with you? Okay. I think the cat's outside. I think the other one is too. Because sister sent her running earlier. Oh, I wish we didn't have that many flying around already. But we do. We got flying insects everywhere.
Excuse me, sister. All righty. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Whew, been a day.
Yeah, you still got 5 foot of snow, Miss Jean. You ain't got no bugs yet.
Hope everybody's doing well. Good to see everybody. Just got in from work. Been a 3-ring circus all day.
It has been. It's
So,
been that day.
Been a kind of a hectic week in some ways, but also it was a good week. Had my kids here.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see them for a few days. We finally had some beautiful weather Wednesday and Thursday. And the day looks like, and like the weather's going to be nice for the next week and a half. I don't even hardly see no rain in the forecast.
Oh, wow.
So, but that can change. And yeah, all the hard bugs was at my back door when I just come in.
I want to say I've seen lightning bugs too.
Yes, we've seen some of that. Remember, I brought that up. So, it's fire pit. Saturday night, we seen some lightning bugs out in the field. So, and then we had the attack of the hard bugs Sunday night. I ain't never seen that many. I guess they hatched out in the last few days or come out of dormant, but yeah.
Unfortunately, it kind of is his circus.
Yeah. So look forward to retirement one day. Oh man, but it's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. I don't have need to get the prayer list here in just a minute. And
yeah, Carpenter Bees is out good.
Yeah, where was we at the other day? And the bumblebees and the honeybees was wearing the bushes out. Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Dairy Queen.
Shoot, they're wearing out the bushes here.
Yeah. So everything is No, you ain't got to worry about me looking for 2-legged cougars no more. No, I ain't never been that bad on it. So, but
that means they're older than you.
Yeah, I know. So, now them younger ones that works after everybody, I'll tell you that now. You have to watch yourself. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I got a few more years. At least 4.5. No, 4. Excuse me, 4. Oh, I know you are, Carl. I don't get tore up about that. So.
Jeff likes cougars, he said.
Jeff, you just a different kind of guy, man. He got him a truck today. Nice looking truck.
Said he'd go pick it up in a couple of days, I think.
Proud for him. Proud he got him something. That's good. Good looking truck.
Almost like similar to ours. Is it?
It's a Dodge. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice truck. Oh, so enjoyed another one of your cigars the other night, Miss Lisa. We built a fire Sunday night when my kids got here because it was nice and warm. It was like 70-something degrees. We sit out there at about 10, 11 o'clock, went to bed, and about 3 hours later, all devil broke loose around here. But we here. Nobody got hurt. No animals got lost. And so.
And none of them got hurt.
That's it. I don't know how.
Despite the turkey coop getting picked up, thrown through the muscadine vines.
We're talking about 100 yards or so.
And over into the neighbor across the street's yard.
Yeah.
So. I do not know how we didn't lose a turkey or get a turkey hurt.
Oh, okay, cool, Mr. Carl. Everybody's going to Dodges, ain't they? I'm an old Chevrolet man.
I like Dodge.
Tell you, Chevrolet's got some issues now. Anyway. So.
Oh, I put that chip back in the truck.
Yeah, you told me about that. So we're going to have to, I'll look in that later.
I put it back in, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you
I plugged it back in
to see how to do it. Okay.
Yeah. He said that if it goes to dinging again, it might be that it needs a different chip. But that there's also a guy he can direct us to that can do the delete
it
itself.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it won't cause a communication problem from there.
Okay. We have to look into that. So
sister wants to eat them too.
Yeah.
I like my
till one pops her, then she ain't too crazy.
Right.
She got popped by a wasp the other day on the lip. You gotta quit you gotta leave him wasp alone. She's proud to see me, y'all. She of course gonna lick me to death over here. Okay, thank you, Miss Cynthia. Hope she's still doing better. Hope everything goes good. I know there's another young lady that PJ posts about regular. I know Mr. Dale had his eye surgery, I think today or yesterday. So there's a lot of other people that need prayer, and we need to be praying every day. We need to say the Lord's Prayer every day, and then we need to have our Pacific prayers because there is a lot going on, a lot going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard something about that power. Why are we playing music?
Didn't mean to.
That's true, Stacy. Dogs always proud to see you. They love you no matter what.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Well, we sure gonna keep her in prayer, Miss Cynthia. I really hate that. Yeah, yeah. Sounds about right. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hopefully your Chiweenie is okay. She's probably holding up that foot for a while.
Yeah. All right. So, I know the big buzz going on this week is the PG film, excuse me. I don't know why I said PJ. Guess I had PJ on my brain about that little girl, I guess. Yeah. A film is not going to change my mind of what I've seen or what my friends or family seen or what experiences we've had. I don't know if, to me, it's real. Every time I've watched it, it looks real. And I've always heard that when that was filmed, that Hollywood didn't have nothing that could match that at the time. I can't remember the guy's name that said that, but he said there was no way. I think he was the one that done the Planet of the Apes suits. And he said there was no way at that time period Hollywood or anybody could make something like that. So I don't know why this keeps being debated. It's tried to be debunked either way for the last 50 something years, and we're still not there. I'm going to say this. Sounds like a money making thing. That's my opinion. Also, never know. Government might be involved in it. Never know. So to me, my opinion, don't let this, don't pay this no attention. To me, this is more of a publicity stunt. That's kind of way I take it. Maybe to make money, whatever. And
or to hide something else going
or to
on.
hide something else going on. You never know. Yeah. So don't don't worry about it. I'm not even going to watch it. I done watched this thing for years, and I think it's real just looking at it. And you're going to have this stuff pop up here and there. A few years ago, maybe a year ago, there was another guy on YouTube trying to call everybody liars. He went after a lot of our friends. I think he even mentioned my name one time. I think he couldn't find nothing on me. But, so I don't worry about it. I know I'm telling the truth. I know friends, families told the truth. And a lot of y'all, I've been with y'all at certain places and we had stuff happen. So I'm not going to worry about it. And don't y'all worry about it. It's just one of them things. Because the bigger thing is going on, and it is going to be, yes, Miss Diane, I think it is. Yeah. I agree with you. What show? Now I'm talking about the PG film they supposed to come back out with saying it's a hoax. So I mean, there's a lot of folks looked at this thing, and I've heard that Dr. Meldrum was took out of context when he said something. So, yes, ma'am, Miss Jean. I'm not going to worry about it. And these other people in the past that try to drag people down, a lot of them are trying to get them a name in YouTube because they feed on drama. Because drama gets them more likes, more views, because a lot of people like that type of stuff. This ain't going to be a part of it. There's bigger issues to look at. A few weeks ago, we had 2 different presidents make a mention about the closure. And we got a film coming out here pretty soon. That's the one I would pay attention to, but I'd be careful how I pay attention to it. Because they're saying it's going to, stir up a hornet's nest. May do it. I already think I know what they are. I think most of y'all do too, what we're dealing with. But so just don't pay it no attention. Don't what you've seen. You know what's going on, most of you. Most of you either has things on your property. You've seen stuff in the sky. They're going to try to tell you basically that these have been watching us for years and they're here to help us. Watch it. I'm going to tell you now, pay attention to that. So there's some other crazy things going to come with it. There's a lot of preachers now talking about it. They're finally jumping on the bandwagon, talking about it. Just like when the Nephilim stuff really started getting talked about a few years ago, and it's really built momentum, and then the UFO stuff's building momentum. And you're going to hear a lot more and more stuff is coming. We got a lot of other crazy things going on in the world right now. I can't tell you what all of it is, but I'm going to tell you now, some of it's going biblical. I know that much. But so just hang in there. Don't let this film bother you. Don't let other people bother you. Now, of course, do your research. I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to research stuff. Always pay attention. Ask the Lord for discernment, for wisdom, and research. And, pay attention. Because usually when one agenda is being pushed, there's another one over here going this way. So it's always left hand, right hand thing. So, hey, PJ and Patrick, Miss Judy, good to see everybody. So, let's see what else. Don't have really another report on Bigfoot around. Oh, well, let me take that back. I do. May have had something went on Tuesday night here. Daughter's boyfriend drove his van down here, his work van, because he wanted to see how a van would do to camp out in it. And I told him, I said, kind of pay attention, stepping out of the middle of the van, middle of the night, come in here to use the restroom, or, kind of pay attention to what's going on. He kind of looked at me funny. So I'm just telling you, pay attention. If you hear any weird sounds during the night, anything like that. So Tuesday night, weather was very calm, no wind, no nothing going on. He said that sometime during the night, he got woke up and it sounded like something was walking down the side of the van, brushing the van. Now, we did look Wednesday morning. Couldn't really see nothing. Van's white. Of course, it's washed. And, of course, we got a good rain on it again, Monday morning. So there was no dirt on it. We could not see nothing. He said probably 15 minutes later, sounded like a big old rock or something hit my shop because he was kind of parked next to my shop. If some of you been here, if you know where the little apartment is, the block part of my shop, he was parked right in front of it, in front of my camper. And he said there was a big whop hit my shop. Most of my shop's made out of tin.
Hey,
And
Robbie.
he said it sounded like somebody took a rock or something and just popped it good. Didn't wake me up, which is unusual. But I was probably so tired from Monday. I probably was in a deep sleep. So of course, we looked for tracks, didn't see nothing. Looked for anything on the van, didn't see nothing. We looked for oily prints, didn't see nothing out of the ordinary. So I don't know. I have no idea. We did go walk the Pinhody Trail a little while on Tuesday afternoon. We went up to the grist mill, and I made a misidentification on the plant. Rebecca corrected me, and she's correct too. I'm glad she did, because it does look like pawpaws, but it was Buckeyes. And Greg also asked, "Was that Buckeyes?" And I'm glad y'all did, because they do kind of look like each other.
The leaves do kind of.
They do. The grist mill is full of pawpaws, so that's why I did not look real good. These things, and then Buckeyes are everywhere over across the creek too. While we was over there, since it rained, I did pay attention for tracks, maybe in the trails around, but I didn't see nothing. We didn't notice nothing. My boy and his girlfriend was walking with me while my daughter and her boyfriend was over at the grist mill fishing. Didn't notice nothing at the grist mill. We left there and we decided to ride out to Talladega National Forest. They wanted to walk to Pinhody. The section that they walked is where some stuff happens. I walked a little piece with them, but where I hurt my foot for a few weeks ago started hurting on those rocks, because you're just walking on top of rocks. My foot got to hurting, so me and sister turned around. They went on about a mile. I asked them, did they notice or hear anything? They said, no, sir. Said it was quiet. Now, the Forest Service had burnt, done with their controlled burns up in there. So that whole area is just clean right now. So something might not be hanging out right in that burnt area right at the moment. So, but definitely Tuesday night, I think something went on by what he heard, and he heard something hit that shop real loud. We did look around for limbs just in case a limb came out of a tree. Ain't no limbs or anything like that around the shop. So don't know. Possibility, I did go back and look at McCain cameras. They didn't really have nothing on them. Deer were out in the field earlier that part of the night. Now, on in the morning, there wasn't no deer in the field. So, who's to say? So it was just interesting. Maybe, may not be. So, all righty. Yeah, if you've been living in Florida now, you're orange now. Ain't no doubt about it. So, all right. All right, what's going on, Chad? My condolences. What did I miss here?
He's a ball now.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Okay. All right, just making sure. Yeah, March Madness. Ooh, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah,
Pyro.
no, that don't.
Yeah. I think I may have cracked my foot right by my little toe, but I don't know for sure. It was healing up, feeling better, but when I went to walking on those rocks upside that mountain, buddy, I could feel it. It was popping me left and right. And sometimes I notice it at work a little bit when I'm having to climb ladders or climb over stuff. I'll notice it a little bit. But now walking around here at the house, it didn't really bother me much in about a week. So I don't know, Yeah. Well, Miss Jean, how I done mine was I went to cut hedges.
Told him don't do it no more.
cut hedges, and I had just put on my leather slip-on shoes instead of putting on my boots. And then when I went down there, I stepped on something, and it caused me to twist around and got me snagged up, and I tripped and fell. And whatever I stepped on, I do not know what it was because I looked all over for it. I couldn't find it. But it done something to my foot, and maybe in a stress fracture. But there for a couple of weeks, Rebecca can tell you I was hobbling around. But
yeah, bruised
yeah,
pretty good too for a little bit there.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's all I know going on in the Bigfoot community right now about the PG film. But there is a conference in Georgia somewhere tomorrow, Tiger, Georgia. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. Where is Tiger at?
I don't know.
I don't know where Tiger's at. That's not a town I'm real familiar with in Georgia. I know there's a conference, I think, tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
3 hours and 45 minutes from here.
So, part of Georgia.
Oh, up in Northeast.
Oh, toward Clayton. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's tomorrow or next week. I can't remember. There's a prophecy conference going on in Birmingham next weekend that Pastor Larry Ragland is putting on. I know Tony Merkel's supposed to be there, Joseph Z, and some other people. I was hoping to go, but I don't know if that'll happen or not since we got a bunch of trees to clean up. And I know some of y'all may have seen the tree beside the house. But also, I got 5 laying down on the wood line out yonder in my field. So next month or so, I'm gonna be busy cutting up wood, which is a good thing. We'll use it fire pits and camping. So and everything. So
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael. So yeah, it does, Jeff. It takes a while for it to heal. Also, there's another conference coming up at the end of April. I think it's April 29th over at Whiteburg, Georgia, which is about an hour and a half from here. It's over around Carrollton, ain't it? Or a little past Carrollton.
A little past it.
Yeah. I may try to go to that one since it's real close by. Just to, I know there's several speakers supposed to be there. I know Jessica's one of them, and there's another name I recognized, and it's the West Georgia conference. That's the name of it. Of course, I'm interested in West Georgia because me and Rebecca live an hour from Georgia. So anything that's going on down that Alabama line, I'm kind of interested in it. There was one person years ago, Mr. Larry, that it was down in Coosa County. I did not get to talk to the person personally, so I can't verify it. It was coming from another person. Said that they were hunting on a private hunting club down around what we call Weogufka. It's a little small community in Coosa County. It does have a post office and a store and a few other little things. It's just a wide place in the road. But he was on a private hunting club. Now, this is coming hearsay from another guy. So, like I said, I never really got to talk to that guy about it. But he claims that he watched about a 3-foot person come out from under a log, jump up on a log, walk across the log, and went down behind the root ball of it and disappeared. This was, I think, back in the early 90s. Like I said, I never did get to verify that from the real person. So, yes, ma'am, Miss Lisa, I think it made it worse on us. So, yeah, I do believe you're correct. That is part of it. Hey, Hillary. It could be the time of year moving around. I haven't got to read into it a lot. I know there was like 4 or 5 reports there with, I think, within a week, within a few 20 miles of each other, if I'm correct. Maybe y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So I mean, it's hard to say, but it's very possible. There could have been some moving around. There could be something going on in that area that got them moving around. Maybe there's some building going on. Maybe something's got them stirred up in that area. I don't know. During that time period, did Ohio have a warm spell? I know my kids said it warmed up a little bit there around Columbus. So, I mean, there's several things that could have been stirred that up. You know, somebody could have been clearing a bunch of land somewhere or doing something, got them moving around. I mean, it's hard to say, but I need to read into that a little more. So,
Give me a minute.
okay. Yeah, Michigan Sandman, they do keep that spot guarded. I know it's here in the southeast, but exactly its location, I don't really know right offhand. So. That's possible, Hillary. I know like Louisiana was having some earthquakes here a few weeks ago. Alabama had a small one today.
Okay, let me answer a couple things.
Okay.
Herbs that will cure neuropathy. I don't think I can cure neuropathy with herbs. However, you can treat the symptoms. There are herbs that will help with reducing inflammation and protecting the nerves. Those is turmeric, cayenne pepper, St. John's wort, and evening primrose oil. Ginkgo helps increase blood flow to those nerves, which also will reduce neuropathic pain, whatever it is. Also, if you can find alpha lipoic acid, which is a potent antioxidant, and the acetyl L-carnitine, those are used widely to improve nerve function. But as far as curing neuropathy, I don't think you're going to be able to cure it, but you can ease some of it. I think that salve that I like to use might even help some. I got it from, I can't remember where I got it from, but we got it at a powwow. And the information is on the back of the canister. If you will send me a message, Miss Cynthia, I will try to send you a picture of it, and you can try to see if that will help. It's got arnica and osha root and several other types of herbs in there. And I have to say, of all the things that I have used that actually help some pain, that stuff actually works. I put it on Mark's foot. He said it helped his foot. I put it on different things on me. It helps. I put it on people's arthritis in their hands, and it has helped them. So, I mean, I know arthritis is not neuropathy, but it might be worth a try. So, but that's all the stuff that I have found. You're not going to cure the neuropathy. All you can do is kind of ease the symptoms, I think. All right, let me see if I can get that off of the screen. And then.
Yes, ma'am. I've watched Jonathan some. Yes, ma'am. Haven't read anything. I've watched some of his YouTube. Yes, man. It could be some big clans moving through. They could be moving away from something if somebody could really start looking in that area. These data centers are getting real popular, and they're taking up a lot of land. Also, they're putting solar farms in everywhere on a lot of farmland in areas that stuff has never been there. So that could be moving them around. There could be, so somebody really might need to look in that area to see if there's a large land clearing or building going on, maybe in an area where they were. could have destroyed their home and they had to move out and they're looking for places to stay. I mean, it's hard to say on that, but I know my kids said the weather's been crazy in Ohio, so
Let me just go find that cream.
yeah, go find it real quick. Yeah, I've seen that, Robert.
Where would we put it? Is it in the bedroom?
I think it's still in the bedroom. Yeah. So there's something that got that stirred up. I don't think 4 or 5 people would make that up at one time. So some of those researchers in that area, I know Bud's not too far from there. I think Paul's on the west side of Ohio. So no, Eric and Kane's up in there. I don't know what they're saying about it. I hadn't heard them say anything. So there could be something going on over on that eastern part of Ohio where some of that was seen. Something's got stirred up. That's what I'm thinking. Something got stirred up and got them moving around. Yeah, that's true. They could be cutting timber. There could be a lot of things. Okay, Ken. Yeah, somebody needs to be looking because they might be something got them moving up there. I'd be looking at the land, see what was going on around in that area. Yeah, black ones in. Well, but we see them down here too, Jody. A lot of them here. I got a picture of one solid black. In the cornfield, and the rest of them's brown. So it's. I think they're all different colors. I think we've seen maybe one that was white here or grayish white. Then the neighbors have seen something kind of the brownish color. So it's hard to say on that, but. Yeah, that's right. Miss Fabian's very close to that too. Yeah, I forgot about she's there in Western Pennsylvania. So there's some good researchers in that area. Maybe they'll. I'll be up there in May, but I probably won't have time to go over on that part of the state. But yeah, I don't know why they run around with weapons, but that's how somebody gets shot or hurt. So. Yeah, something got them stirred up there. Something got them stirred up. That's what I think. To have that many sightings within a week or so, and in that radius, something's got them stirred up. Something they're looking for something, or something's going on in that area that's got them disturbed. So that's my opinion. I might be wrong, but and I mean that. I just like when stuff started happening all around here at one time, and I started hearing from neighbors all at one time. The lady through the woods over here half a mile, and then the lady back over here half a mile, and the other lady and her husband with the chickens. And I mean, I was like, man, what's going on in here at the house? That told me, which I mean, we're talking about within, a mile radius, but, we're not too far from Creepy Mountain too. So, 2.5 miles. So, there's no telling. So. And that was a Navajo lady from out in Arizona that came to the powwow.
Something like that.
Yeah. She might want to read. Does she have a website listed on the back of that or something? Okay. It's kind of blurry, so I don't know if people can see it or not, babe. Might want to read it all. It's so fine. Ooh. You need my glasses. I will tell you that stuff works. Every time I've ever used it, a few minutes later, I didn't have no pain. I ain't gonna say the pain don't come back. It does, but I mean it relieved it for a little while. And you've actually put that on somebody else one time.
A lot of other people.
Yeah, and they said, "Hey, that stuff works." I know John Pounder, excuse me, that used to have you now you see TV. He promotes a product that he uses a lot, and he says it's real good. And I think it's something similar to that. If y'all watch John Pounders, he's got a new podcast. He don't do the Now You See TV anymore. Him and Mr. David, I guess, split up. Now, Mr. David is still doing the Underground Church podcast with Galen, the little gal, Galen Stone. She's very good. And then John has been having a lot of people on here lately. So I don't agree with everything John always says, but I think he's hitting the nail on the head on a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff I don't know about, but he's had some very good people on there lately. So if you hadn't, check that out, be John Pounders. Just type John Pounders in on YouTube and it'll probably pull it right up. So I need to start showing y'all some of the books I got, just dealing more with biblical stuff. I need to start doing that. Maybe after Rebecca does her plants, maybe start showing y'all some of them. I'm going to be ordering some more. There's some good books coming out right now that deal more biblically, but also they're mentioning some other stuff in it. They're mentioning the cryptids in it and stuff too. So,
let me give y'all a couple of disclaimers about this stuff. However, this little tin, a little bit goes a long way. I don't know if you've worked with salves and stuff like that. A little bit goes a long way. This tin is $20.
Yeah.
But it works.
Then it go, and we're still what, half of it?
Yeah.
So if you bought you a big one, it'd probably last you for a long time.
I'm the skeptical person. When we mentioned migraines down there at the powwow, she said, "Oh, this will help. Buy this." I was like, "Eh." And she said, "Try it." So I put it on where the pain was. And that day's migraine, it actually helped with, because what was causing the migraine was the cold hitting a nerve. My migraines are not like normal people's migraines. So when I get a migraine, it's not usually something that can be fixed with all the remedies. So anyway, but this stuff, like I said, we went back and bought it that day. So it's good stuff.
Oh, before I forget, I might need y'all's help on something if you're able to. And I've got to make a phone call too.
And you got to make a call to Greg also.
Okay. The grist mill. I was up there this week, run into one of the caretakers. Some of y'all met him. Guy with a big beard, wears overalls. He told me that they're trying to get it where no campers can go down in the primitive area. No. And they only have like 13 spots for RVs. And he said, "I know you bringing people up here a couple times a year." He said, "There's some other people that do that. If you don't mind, if you feel like it, not saying you have to, but some of y'all that come to this, maybe make a phone call to the city of Chillisburg and, tell them that you're displeased with that." So I do need to make a call, probably be Monday before I can do it, because I don't see why it hurts for the campers to go down in there, because we're still paying the same price we're paying up there if we were hooking up to the water, and there's no difference. So I don't see what the big deal is. And of course that will hurt them over time. I think they're not really realizing that will hurt them, because the guy told me, he said, "Man, I have a lot of people carry their campers down into the primitive area." And he said, "We ain't had no problems with the tents or the campers down there." He said, "Everybody cleans up their trash. Everybody does right." And he said, "We ain't had no trouble." So he doesn't know what the real thing, why they really want to do away with that. So to me, it doesn't make sense to do that when the campers, we're paying the same price as if we were up there in the RV section. So I don't know what the big deal is on that. So I don't know. I have no idea. So some of y'all that are local, I sure will, Miss Diane. Sure will. If you think about it, give the city of Childersburg a call and say something about it, and tell them that you're displeased with that. I'm not trying to get political on here, but what I'm trying to say, that to me, that's just I could see if they were having big issues out of it or something, or something really going on, but them issues are not happening.
Cynthia, I sent that to you. Maureen, I sent that to you as well.
So anyway, it's good. All right.
Did you write that on your prayer list, or is it already on the prayer list?
Miss Diane's people.
Okay.
In fact, I gotta get over and get it in just a minute. But well, I mean, that's a possibility, but a lot of the campers come up there don't even run their generators. So I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna talk to the mayor Monday if he's able to talk to me. So, and just get his take on it. And when I had planned, I'd told Rebecca this when I retired. I planned to join into the Heritage Committee up there, and because none of my kin folks are a part of that right now. My uncle was, but when he passed away, so none of my cousins have went and jumped on board. I may just need to go ahead and join it now and join their Heritage Committee, because I think they're meet there at the city hall with some of the city leaders, and I might need to start being a part of that. I don't know. I need to check on that. So I was kind of hoping to wait till I retire where I don't get too many things going on, but that might be something I need to go ahead and jump board on. So well, I hope you get it fixed, Hillary, but don't get it sewn shut now. But we'll be praying for you on that too. Be praying for you. So, but it's good to see a lot of y'all. I hadn't seen some of y'all in a while. Starting to wonder about if everybody was okay. I know a good many people I hadn't seen in a while, and I hope it's 9 o'clock, or let me back that up. 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern is helping with y'all and us staying consistent instead of bouncing from the Thursday to Friday night and messing Roger up with his show. And this is, we stay on 8, and I got here at 8:30. So Rebecca was doing real good. I was listening on the way home. So
sure she was.
Oh, you done fine, babe. You done fine. So you can run this without me. You can talk paranormal Bigfoot a little bit. You know
I
a
can
little
talk
enough.
gardening and plants. And
yeah, you could talk to other a little bit if you wanted to.
I could tell people's ears off about plants.
No, cans. Yeah, we don't even go down that road because that TV and generator was right by me and Rebecca. And you talking about how me and her was by it was a hornet. I was
to
close,
say the least.
I was very close to not being myself for a few minutes that night. So, in other words, the temptation was coming for me to go out and say something very ugly. But and I'm glad the Lord held me and didn't let me do that.
Yeah.
Sure will, Mark Creel. I hope everything's okay. I hope. Man,
broke his shoulder.
Well, I hope there's no other damage. I hate that. I really hate that. I'll be praying for him. Man, I'll tell you, motorcycles, I like them. Rebecca really loves them, but this day and time, I don't know if I want to be out on the highway and one way folks act anymore. And many times I'm almost been in an accident just going to work. people come around past you, and when they go back into your lane, they about clip your front end. People getting over in your lane, running stop signs on you. I mean, Lord of mercy, I tell you, you know.
Verax, I have to go feed the screaming Mimis here in a little bit too.
Yeah, about 30 minutes you gotta go feed.
And in the morning.
Yeah. At least you're off.
At least I'm off.
At least you're off next 2 days. It's gonna be pretty.
Yep.
Be pretty,
and then next week we're gonna change their schedule a little bit.
Good, Ken. I'm glad you like the new time. When you
Hey, Cowboys ride.
Well, they had it, Cowboy. They had it over in the other store where you, right by the pavilion, the little office. They had it there. Now they were out of white meal Tuesday when I was there, but he had plenty of yellow, had plenty of the tulip honey. That's where. When a lot of times you get up there, a lot of people think they're down there at the mill, but they're not. But now one reason the mill is closed right now, they got a little damage going on.
Skitter.
So they got some crews supposed to come in. They found some damage up under the mill. They got to fix it before they can let anybody in there.
Oh, so, they found some more damage?
Yes, they found some more damage. So they're working on that. So that's probably one reason the store, but they had it down there in that other little office down there in between the pavilion and the restrooms. So if you go back up there, be sure to catch up with Dave or Mr. Smith and tell them they're usually the guys riding on the little golf carts, or sometimes they're on the tractors. Let them know. I'm gonna grab the.
Stuff smells awesome.
It does have a good smell. You need to figure out how to make it yourself.
I really do. I had time. Right now I don't have time.
We're getting close, babe, if we still get to be on this earth.
Catherine says, hey, Becca's husband.
Hey, Catherine. And where's my pen at? I guess I'll borrow that one.
Say, my pink one is right there.
Yeah, I'll borrow it. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have grabbed it before I sit down. All right. Ooh, Lord of mercy.
I'm not a dual sport person. I like the cruiser. I do. What was Sister barking at? Something?
Huh?
Was Sister barking at something?
Was what now?
Miss Jean said she missed something because the dog was barking.
Huh? I didn't hear Sister bark.
I didn't either. Sister
didn't bark. And I may have, when I got up, it may have been made a racket or something.
Oh, her dog was barking.
Oh.
It's called a healing salve. I'll send you the link for it.
All right. All right. Ooh, I tell you, we got a lot of folks having a lot of
good
problems.
Stuff. I make everybody try it when they say something hurts.
Yep.
The cat should be fine. It has been a few nights outside already, so.
Yep.
As soon as I open that back door, she'll be wanting in, though.
All righty. Let's go over the prayer list, and it's getting about 9:20. And hey, Paula, good to see you in here tonight. Bill Rigby. Okay. All right.
It's good stuff. That is some good stuff.
All right. Yeah, I seen that, Robbie, that I seen Mr. Groves was going to be up there. Wish
It's
we could
definitely
go,
time
but
for bed.
huh?
Michigan Salmon says bedtime.
Yeah, it's getting
I'm
about
there.
that time for me because I got to get right back up at 5 and head back up to the 3-ring circus for 12 more hours. We'll put Danny on there. Okay. Yeah, I like Mr. Martin. I've always enjoyed talking to him.
Did you see that?
I did not see that. Okay. All right. Well, I've got Crystal listed on her family. Sure will, PJ. Sure will. Sure will.
It should help the arthritis part of it.
We'll be
Now,
praying.
it's not going to like make the arthritis stay gone, but it'll help the pain ease.
We'll put you on here, Paula. I know how that is. My mother suffered from that stuff. And Paula, next time I talk to you, I got something to tell you. I won't say it right now, but it's about up there where you live at. So something. A guy at work today popped up, told me something. Anyway, let's see. All right. Let's pray for Jeff for that Dodge for that way. I'm just kidding, Jeff. I'm playing with you, brother. I'm glad you got you something. All right, let me read off the prayer list. If anybody else pops up, baby, let me know. Okay. And
oh, that's very good. Need to find out when Jeff's surgery is going to be because they postponed it.
Yeah. All right. Jeff's dad's surgery. Y'all keep Jeff's dad's surgery. That's coming up the weekend of
Yeah, not Jeff Yarrington, Jeff Buffington for me.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they didn't.
Okay. Y'all keep Misty. Y'all keep Sandy, Kumbo's wife, in prayer. Miss Judy Wheeler. Y'all keep Gary. Keep Greg. Miss Cynthia John's granddaughter Anna. She was in here a few minutes ago. Hope that little girl sure gets doing better. Troy Allen. Mr. Terry and Miss Carolyn, y'all keep them in prayer, please. Mr. Terry's got to make some decisions. Tennessee Cherokee, Miss Lanita, David Hughes family.
Yeah, I like my Chevy, y'all. Be nice.
Wendell.
I like a Dodge better, though.
Michelle Powell's father, excuse me. Y'all keep Miss Bobby's family and her cousin Jessica in prayer. Standing Stone's wife, Rebecca. I hadn't seen Standing Stone's lately. I hope everything's going okay. Craig Schultz and his wife. Miss Saturday, Miss Martin. Debbie Meadows' family. Miss Robin Griffin. I would sure put your son on there too, Miss Jean. Yeah, there is a lot of people having surgery. You right on that. Mr. Jean and Miss Karen, y'all keep Hillary and her daughter Maddie, and keep Hillary in your prayers about her surgery coming up. Miss Denise, Miss Dottie, Janice Lynn. Y'all keep Jerry, Online Crypt's dad, in prayer.
Okay.
Miss CD. Okay. What was that? Elder what? Medicine man? Medicine bear? Okay. All right. Miss CD, Rebecca's sister Trish, Helen Hickman's mother, and Helen. Hadn't heard how Miss Helen's mother's
Talked to
doing.
Tennessee Cherokee lately.
No, I'm gonna have to just call and talk to him. I hadn't seen him in chat in a while. Oh, he was having a good bit of trouble. Y'all keep Rebecca's mom, Bobby, in prayer. The young lady that PJ, I hope I'm pronouncing this, Ori. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Am I pronouncing it?
Where?
Right here.
Area.
Excuse me. Y'all keep that young lady in prayer. Myra King, Alan and Kim Curley. Can you read my own writing right here? Curry. I hope I pronounced that correct. I hope I did. Y'all keep Laura in prayer. Richard's wife, Kathy. Y'all keep all of Miss Diane's relatives, her cousins, and all this having a lot of stuff going on. Brother-in-law. Y'all keep the Goodner family in prayer. Billy's family. Y'all keep Cryptic Crystal in prayer. She had the memorial for her sister. Kathy and David, Phyllis, Stacy and Jeff Buffington. That's who Rebecca was talking about a few minutes ago. Miss Anita Collier, Christina Clifton, my cousin April Ray. It ain't looking good on that. Carmen and her husband. Lindsay Merkel. The Snipes family.
Oh, you can make that one off. I mean, they still need prayer, but
yeah,
you can take that off for next time.
John Lamb. Of course, be praying for David at work, where I work at, for his daughter and his father. Erica's granny. PJ, I hope you're feeling better. I know you was sick here a while back, so I'm hoping you're feeling better. Mark Creel's son, y'all seen that a while ago. He was in a motorcycle wreck, so y'all be praying for Mark's son. Mr. Dale Boswell, he had eye surgery. Bill Rungsby, y'all keep Danny, Catherine's husband, in prayer for surgery. Miss Paula Jones, y'all keep Miss Jean's son in prayer about surgery, and Elder Medicine
and
Bear.
Miss Jean. And Miss Jean.
Okay. And Miss Jean. So a lot.
I'm praying for a thaw out.
Yeah. I mean, y'all be praying for me and Rebecca. I know she said something earlier about her blood pressure, and y'all be praying that I make some wise decisions and keep my temper under control, and to sometimes I told Rebecca earlier tonight, sometimes I feel like me and her getting attacked spiritually on some stuff. Maybe to get my temper stirred up, because I do still have one. The Lord has really worked on that, but I still have it. She can tell you every now and then it sneaks out. She calls it the bulldog.
Hidden bulldog.
It comes out every now and then. But I do a lot better than I used to.
You do.
I do. So, and my patience has got better and better most of the time. But you know, me and her have had a lot going on, not compared health wise. I'm not going to, I mean, me and her, she's got the blood pressure. I hurt my foot. Mine ain't nothing compared to what a lot of people are going through, but we're getting hit and left and right on a lot of other things that all of a sudden are just popping left and right. And I kind of feel like a little bit of it's spiritual, to get, you know, I guess you have, I don't know what the words would be to say, to get me mad or to get in a mess. So I'm having to watch myself because I do a lot better than I used to, but I still, you know, just, get it. You know how it is. And all of us is that way. We have our breaking line or our moments, and that's just part of being human. But just here lately, boy, it's just bam, 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 bam every time I turn around. And it does sometimes discourage you. And, once you want to throw your hands up in there, scream, run through a briar patch naked. That's what my daddy used to say. But, that'd be rough running through a briar patch naked. So, just be in prayer for us, and just same we'll be in prayer for all y'all, just because there's just a lot going on, and just sometimes you don't understand it, but you just have to keep praying, be consistent with it. That would be true, Skidder. And yes, ma'am, I hope next couple of weeks the weather's nice, showing nice for the next week and a half here in Alabama. 80s in the day, 50s in the night. You can't ask for much better weather. So, but I know how it is. We had some thunder in February, and that usually means frost. Whatever that date it thundered in February, we'll have frost in April. So, it always seems like that. It's pretty true.
Are they really
pretty
talking true. Meet and freeze for April for the meet and greet?
No,
again?
she said she hoped it wasn't. So it's all, baby.
I'm going back looking because if it's going to be a meet and freeze,
don't get shook up. Don't get shook up. Weather, we're still a little ways off. Anything can happen. So,
wasn't far from a meet and freeze for me last year.
Last year,
for me,
where?
LBL.
Oh, that's several years ago. Yeah.
It wasn't far from a meet and freeze for me last year.
We didn't go to LBL last year. It's the year before.
Oh, you're right. It was 2 years ago. We skipped a year, didn't we? We went to Hollins instead.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right.
Whatever.
We got a lot of people to pray for, and we got a lot of things.
I got the lavender. He just don't know it.
We got a lot of things going on.
In it one night.
A lot of folks sick. A lot of folks having surgeries. A lot of folks having drama. A lot of, just you didn't name it, left and right. So we need to be in prayer regularly. Say the Lord's Prayer every day as much as you can, and then also pray your regular prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Our world's in turmoil right now. Y'all see that. I ain't got to tell you that. Agendas are happening left and right. Can't even keep up with them no more. Every time something happens over here, you can't even keep up with what's going on. That's the way deception will be. It will be that way. Yeah, Rebecca does not do well below 60 degrees. But I'm getting that way. It's sad. I'm slowly catching up with her on that. I don't know if it's cause of
just a little chilly.
Yeah. It was pretty chilly at the last meet and greet in 23 at LBL. In Talladega National Forest in October, it was nice. It's almost a little hot. So that went well. So, but anyway. Anything else? And I know y'all get tired of hearing me talk about deception, but I feel that's one of the things I need to really keep hammering on, because a lot of people are going to get caught up in it and not realize what's going on. And that's why the Lord says,
X's birthday?
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Sorry, keep going.
And somebody had a anniversary this week, Mr. Richard Jr.
Oh, really?
In here, him and his wife, I think 50-something years, 57.
It is almost birthday time, Greg.
Yep, it is. It is. That's a few weeks off. We'll have to give both y'all a spanking up there. I'm just playing. Greg probably whoop out a gun and say, "Oh no, you ain't." I might could get Rebecca though. Oh me. Oh. Yeah, Jeff, I'm glad it was decent weather when we came seeing y'all. A little on the cool side, but it was nice. I mean, needed jackets on, but it was nice. It wasn't real bad. So we hit it lucky. Was up there in your neck of the woods. And a little cool over at Gettysburg that day, with the wind blowing, but it wasn't a bad day. And it wasn't bad down at Spencer's or at Billy's. It was pretty nice. Now, it was a little rough on that Sunday when we was leaving. It was raining. And William, when y'all were here, it was pretty chilly. It was pretty chilly. We had some pretty rough weather going on right in that time period. So
no, he did not.
Sure didn't. I even offered to get her some ice cream that night, and she turned me down, y'all. So everything. That is true, Miss CD. That is true. But even the Bible says if he'll come back earlier, where even the elect won't be deceived. So it tells you something. It tells you there's going to be some sure enough stuff going on. So that is true. All righty. Okay, scatter operator. Sure will. Sure will. All right, let's say a prayer, and I guess we need to get ready to get off here because it's almost 20 to 10.
Oh,
so it's almost 11 o'clock for some folks. So.
I got to go feed goat.
Yeah. Yep, and bedtime.
Yep.
5 o'clock comes early. All right.
It was chilly at Christmas dinner.
Yes, it was. Father, thank you for letting us come here tonight, and we honor and praise your name and your Son. Thank you for everything you do for us each and every day. Your mercy, your love, your peace, your hope, your truth, your justice. Lord, be with us. And all these names that we've called out that's going to have surgeries, that have health problems or drama or depression or whatever they got going on, Lord, you be with them, walk with them. If it be thy will, heal them, Lord. But we know you'll walk with them and be there for them, Lord, as you said you would. Lord, thank you for your Son and everything he done for us, going to that cross today to be our sacrifice. Well, we wouldn't have to do that no more, that we can go straight to him as our mediator. Thank you, Lord, for the Holy Spirit, conviction and counseling that the Holy Spirit gives us through life. Lord, be with all these people as they go into next week with all the different things they have going on, Lord, and we pray that you be with them, comfort them, give them peace, Lord. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. In Christ's name, amen. All right. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Please let us know how the surgeries go. If y'all don't mind, send me a little message on Messenger or send me an email, or if you don't, if you got my phone number, text me and let me know how the surgery goes. Some of these other people that we hadn't seen in a while in chat, check on them. I know there's a few I hadn't seen in a while. I need to check on them, see what's going on. Because I do care about y'all. We do love y'all. I know me and Rebecca stay busy a lot. And me working day shift now has kind of thrown some kinks in me being able to talk to people like I used to. Because used to I could talk a little easier at night time than I can daytime. There's just too much goes on in the daytime. But just you correct, Miss Jean. Check on your family, check on your friends, neighbors, check on anybody, and be praying for people. And be praying for these people who are lost, because they just don't know what they're getting into. Be praying for them. When you hear some of these bad things about people, pray for them. I know it's tough too, but pray for them. Pray that the Lord start dealing with them. Start dealing with them. So, haven't heard from Superfly in a while. I do need to check on him. He texted me here about a month ago. I do need to check on him. A few other people I hadn't seen, Leanne or Barry, in a while. I need to check on them, and there's a few others that hadn't been in here. I need to check on and see what's going on. Mr. Tennessee Cherokee, and there's a few others I need to make sure they're okay. And I haven't done a good job like it as I should. Sometimes me and her just get so much going. There's not enough hours in the day. That's why I'm looking forward to retirement, where maybe I'll have more time to talk to people and speak to people and stuff. So. Becca's ice cream time.
That's it.
Ooh, I'd hate to eat it this time of night.
Yeah, it's good this time of night.
Be rough. All right. Well, we're going to get off here.
Feed the goat, though.
Yeah, we're going to get off here. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Love one another. Try to be kind. Talk to everybody you can. Mention Christ's name to them. Sometimes I'll just mention Christ's name because sometimes make things happen. If you know of any booger sightings, or you had any stuff going on, or you know somebody is and they want to talk to me, they're welcome to.
Hey, Verby.
Hey, Miss Verby. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you down here other night. Good to see you back down here with us. We had a very good fire pit. Night was just right. So we had a very good fire pit. So, y'all remember all these get-togethers coming up and everything. So, all y'all have a good night. We love y'all, and we'll see you next Friday night if everything's going good. Bye-bye.